Hello, today we are going to look at a film that helped make the language of cinema more complete and became one of the most controversial films in cinema history. The Birth of a Nation, directed by D.W. Griffith, released in 1915. On one hand, this film is full of innovations that are still used in cinema today, but on the other hand, it contains problematic imagery and racist stereotypes. In this video, I will first explain why the film is still important. Then we will look at its technical and storytelling aspects. And finally, we will summarize why watching this film today is valuable. The film tells the story of several families during the American Civil War and afterward. It focuses on the effects of war and the reconstruction of people's lives, providing a broad picture of society and the historical changes of that time. Production context and adaptation. The Birth of a Nation is adapted from a novel and play called The Klansman by Thomas Dixon Jr., which presents the post-Civil War period from a strongly racist perspective. The book portrays African Americans and the Ku Klux Klan as heroes. Griffith wanted his story to be grand and spectacular, so he included large, crowded scenes, elaborate sets, and many extras. Additionally, many black roles in the film were played by white actors in blackface, which is considered completely offensive today. And even at the time, it caused protests. Cinematic innovations. Griffith brought techniques like parallel editing to a peak, showing two events happening at the same time within a single storyline, and creating suspense by cutting between them. His medium shots were advanced for the time, effectively showing the actors' emotions. Set designs and large-scale scenes were carefully crafted. These elements later became fundamental to narrative cinema. Things that seem simple today were just being developed back then. Story and themes. The film's story is essentially in two parts. The first part focuses on the Civil War, and the second part on the Reconstruction after the war. Griffith follows two families, one northern and one southern, to show how war affects ordinary people. Both families suffer economically and emotionally, and their relationships with each other are changed. We see how war creates fear of losing loved ones and alters the course of their lives. Each family faces its challenges differently, which makes the story more engaging and full of tension. Moral and social criticism. Technically, this film was a masterpiece of its time, but morally it has serious issues. Its racist portrayal and glorification of violence cannot be ignored. Even when it was first released, it sparked protests, showing society that cinematic images can have a direct impact on viewers' minds. Why this film is still important. Despite all its criticisms and problems, the film remains significant because it laid the foundations of modern cinema. From editing to set management and large-scale scene direction, it is still studied in film schools today. However, we must view it with a critical perspective. We can admire its technical achievements, while also analyzing its problematic content. These two things should not be confused. The Birth of a Nation is a dual case. On one hand, a turning point in cinema, and on the other, deeply problematic in terms of racial representation. Watching it is valuable, not to approve of its worldview, but to understand how cinema gained power and why it must be responsible. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our other videos. In the comments, tell us your thoughts on films that are technically excellent, but ethically problematic. For more insight into silent cinema, and to watch our analysis of A Life for a Life, click on the suggested video.